Welcome to the Gaming Pride Parade. I know nothing other than it's gay. This is new. It's a new showcase this year. It's brand new. It's gay. It says, "Hey, pick a." Oh, it's gone. Gaming. Oh, there's also, I just covered it with my face. There's also this QR code for, I guess a charity, maybe. Oh, it's got the word foundation. That usually means charity. Oh, look.
Welcome, everybody, to the Gaming Pride Parade here at Summer Game Fest. I am one of your co-hosts, Milady Confetti.
And hello,
Milady.
My name is Jax from season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Hi, Jax.
Now, a little bit about me. I love magical girls, indie games, and I love my cozy hobbies.
And I am your competitive cheerleading diva, which means I get just as competitive in my gaming. So bring on the games. Today we're celebrating queer creativity, queer developers, and the incredible games helping push this industry forward.
This showcase is presented in partnership with the Gaming Foundation, an organization dedicated to uplifting LGBTQIA+ people all across gaming through mentorship, community programs, advocacy, and support of queer creators.
Their work helps create more opportunities and visibility for queer developers, players, streamers, esports talent, and gaming communities around the world.
And honestly, today is the perfect example of that mission in action.
We've got an amazing lineup ahead featuring indie games, stylish action games, cozy adventures, horror mysteries, witches, detectives, drama, and so much more from queer creators and inclusive studios.
And while we celebrate Pride today, this showcase is also about recognizing that queer stories and queer talent belong in gaming all year round.
But before we fully jump into the showcase, we want to take a moment to spotlight the incredible organization helping make all of this possible.
Let's take a closer look at the Gaming Foundation and the work they do to support queer people across gaming.
Hi, I'm Gilberto Williams Gamboa, and I am part of the Gaming Foundation. I'm part of the organizing team for marketing and communications, action committee, and helping bring the Gaming Pride Parade to life. So thank you all for joining. I've been in the industry myself.
It's actually Superboy, but it's close enough.
Being connected to the Summer of Gaming, Summer Game Fest, is very special and important to me.
What is the Gaming Foundation?
So the Gaming Foundation's mission is to uplift and create opportunities not only for queer gamers, but also for LGBTQIA professionals and communities around the world. And we do this through support, visibility, and really pushing for representation.
How can people help?
Actually, for those of you watching, you are already helping. So if you want to help some more, please share this showcase. It's on demand. Do it through YouTube or socials. Speaking of socials, follow Gaming Foundation across Instagram, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, your favorite social platform at GamingFDN. And that's GAYMING.
Yeah, a lot of the gaming industry runs on LinkedIn.
You can also visit our website at Gaming Foundation.
Like at GDC and stuff, people will like have their LinkedIn QR codes
donate
ready.
and help our initiatives.
So what's next for the Gaming Foundation?
Next, we have a couple of new programs and events like the Gaming Awards on Monday.
Because it's like
Summer Game
you have
Fest
to be
weekend.
verified on the
You
platform.
can watch that exclusively on World of Wonders WoW Percent Plus around the globe on Monday, June 8th at 7 p.m. So tune in. And that really celebrates queer voices in gaming. We also have a Pride event. It's the Rainbow Race Pokemon fundraiser. And that really has creators and competitive players supporting LGBTQ plus gamers. And this is just the beginning of something much bigger. So we can't wait to share more and have more for our communities around the world.
All right, let's kick things off with a game that asks one very important question. What if instead of fighting monsters in a dungeon, you flirted with them instead? Riz Dungeon, Skeleton Key to My Heart is a chaotic, hilarious dungeon crawler from queer.
I think about kissing Zora Magdaros all the time.
It's your pickup lines. You play as Taffy, a hopelessly weak adventurer trying to win back her dangerously hot Dragon X by charming monster girls, building relationships, and somehow surviving the chaos along the way. With relationship-driven combat, dynamic party interactions, sleepovers at the inn, and a whole lot of personality, this game feels equal parts dungeon crawler, dating sim, and a complete disaster. Let's take a look at Riz Dungeon, Skeleton Key to My Heart.
Alright, standard RPG, gather your party, traverse the dungeon, What?
Natural predator.
Obviously. In Riz Dungeon, you're weak as shit. So flirt with monster girls and let them do the fighting. Just try not to make them jealous. Everything you need to know about your girlfriends is on the worldwide spider web. Learn what really grinds their gears or makes them devote their life to you. Grow closer to them at the inn. Talk about your special interests.
It blinked one eyelid at a time. That's
Sleep in
awesome.
separate beds. Fed up with it? You could always... Wait. No, don't. Wait. Delve deeper into the dungeon to encounter new faces. More to kiss, more to recruit. So
Maybe some
flirt
of
your
them.
way through the dungeon, manage everyone's feelings, confront your ex.
They did say there was
No more RPG
consequences for
stuff.
cheating.
Riz Dungeon, Skeleton Key to My Heart. Launching September 17th,
On the Steam
2026.
page. This is not a porn game!
Hi, I'm Pearl and this
Good.
is Yukon.
Good as it
with
should be.
Kazoo, and we are presenting Riz Dungeon, Skeleton Key to My Heart.
Give me like a
We're
mod, you
Snoozy
know?
Kazoo. We are previously known for the Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion line of games. We make very, very weird comedic games with.
Yeah, we were
a
talking
lot
about
of
that.
parody, Just dump straight in. We're also a very openly queer studio. I'm a trans femme, and I'm the owner, and so we have a lot of queer employees. And yeah, we're just trying to make the world a better place.
It's a very uncertain world right now, and I feel like just being joyful is sometimes an act of rebellion. And I personally just want people to feel joy, queer joy, any kind of joy, and to feel seen.
My editor brain is
and,
popping off right
have
now.
the
and
courage
it's
to be
upset.
themselves, and
I think we really want our players to know that like-minded people are out there.
Mhm.
You know, we're
Yeah.
here. We're not hiding away. You know, we want to have fun. We want to be goofy, and we want to share. You know, the queer joy that we have. That's not going away.
Hell yeah.
I think that's very, very important. Riz Dungeon is a very, very messy relationship simulator / dungeon crawler
Forgot to write things
where
Okay,
you
we're only one game.
encounter monsters, either survive the fight using your already recruited monster allies, or riz them up and have them join you on your
This being
adventure.
Turnip Boy, in reality,
Your
means
whole
that this
goal
game's
is
going to be
get
funny
your
as
stuff
hell.
back from the evil demon dragon. Wishlist now. Wishlisting the game helps a ton. We're launching on September 17th. People watch out for that.
we have a demo out right now.
Yeah, so you can play it right now. You can go to snoozykazoo.com to join our newsletter right now.
Whoa!
Is She making its world debut today during Summer Game Fest. She is a retro survival horror experience inspired by the classics like Akira and Metal Gear Solid. This game
Hell
blends
yeah.
psychological horror with themes around identity, womanhood, and survival inside an oppressive underground military facility. You play as
Fuck
Elise
yeah.
Black, a woman navigating a deeply atmospheric world with tension, existential dread, and some seriously incredible visual design. Check out She.
Very Akira.
The government found something they thought was a weapon. But I was right. It is a god.
I love it.
And then she woke up.
So I'm Lindsay Rollins, she, her.
Fucking
I'm
awesome.
working on She, Seraphim Helix
Hey,
Experiment.
Lindsay.
And I am part 1/3 of Rocket Adrift Games. And we are just a co-op, small indie studio, developing games in Toronto. Roe v. Wade being overturned was a big impetus for us to be a bit more
Good night, Jenny.
politically
Mwah.
engaged in the things we wanted to work on, as well as I'm entering kind of a new era in my own kind of development with my own gender and kind of reckoning with a lot of things that are happening to people that like me that are being marginalized right now by these really fascist kind of systems, oppressive systems in
You think that's what Papa John was talking about?
And it really, I don't know, like when I see news updates about all these laws being overturned and people's rights being taken away, it makes me extremely angry, and I'm thinking, how do I use that in a productive way? And making games is the
Hello
best
in the
way
background
I
says
can
these are
think
some
of,
high-end
really,
gays.
to fight that kind of fascist messaging and inspire other people to think differently.
These are some
about
high-end
those
gays
systems as well. And without getting too much away, the plan is to have the player kind of wake up with absolutely no information other than whatever they're getting through the radio conversations. Very similar to MGS2 in that when Raiden is brought into this mission, a lot of things like that he thinks he understands about the mission just kind of like get thrown out the window, especially at the midway point. So we wanted to build that sense of like, what is really going on? Who do I believe? Like, are these people that I'm talking to on the radio, do they have my best interests at heart, or are they self-interested, or like what are their motivations? The monsters that you encounter, we start to learn more about like how they came to be infected from this lab leak. What is
you didn't know that
substance
that's what
has
this all
been
was going to be, and
used in these experiments? Where was it derived from? And eventually you start to learn more about like
oh gotcha, so now you're seeing the alternative, and you're like, oh,
what's the word, like Lovecraftian kind of force that behind all of it. And we do that through like drip feeding the information as they play through through the radio dialogue, but also through documents that you'll find throughout the lab. The monster designs, we want to be specific towards
first off
the themes of like what
love her glasses as well.
And we want the monster designs
Second off,
reflect kind of the elements.
yeah,
of
big thing that I had to
femininity
learn,
in
and you
terms
can
of,
like really see it in my
that
earlier
frighten
videos,
people,
is reading off of a script is hard.
Like
it's not it's really hard to read off a
I
script
guess,
and
like,
sound
lurid
natural.
in like everyday
It is
polite
very much like a
society,
learned
but
thing.
This is kind of the
So, like when
reality
game
of
developers
this
come on
kind of
stage
body,
and they're reading
you
off
know?
of a script, that's
Definitely
not their
push this
job.
on Steam, and we have a Patreon.
So they're not
You can get
they're not
exclusive
good at it
behind-the-scenes
in
footage
comparison to
and
like
dev
Lucy
blogs
James, who was
from
also on
us,
stage reading off of a
as
script,
well
and
as
for her
early
it sounds
test
natural
builds,
because that's her
when they
whole
become
job and she's
available,
been doing it
all
for 15 years.
low price.
We've already seen such an incredible range of queer storytelling today, and we're honestly just getting started.
From cozy indies and stylish action games to horror, comedy, and heartfelt narratives, this showcase really highlights how diverse and creative.
So when you're a game developer,
But before we
on
jump back
stage
into more
or
games,
on
we
cam
want to
like
take
that,
a moment to thank the partners and
reading off of a
sponsors
script
helping make
loses
today
that
possible.
authenticity.
Events like
But
this
at
genuinely
least it's
do not
through line and
happen
quick.
without organizations and companies willing to invest in queer creators, developers, and communities.
Their support helps
Give and
create
take.
more opportunities for queer voices to be seen, celebrated, and discovered by players around the world.
So a huge thank you to all of our
Do you think
sponsors for
Jax,
supporting the inaugural Gaming Pride Parade.
like
and
bought these
helping us
headphones
secure
for
gaming.
this outfit,
A word
or
from
do you think they got this outfit? I'm not. Why would I say anything mean? So do you think Jax got these headphones for this outfit, or like what do you? Because like the headphones match the outfit exactly. So like, what do you think was the order of operation there? Yeah. You think they have multiple headphones for different outfits, or like? Because I don't know how often they're on camera. I don't think they're. Yeah, I don't think they're a streamer or anything. They just said. All I heard is that they were on RuPaul's, right? So it's like I don't know if they're like a streamer or like a YouTuber in that way. They definitely don't have like a set behind them. So like.
You cannot have a queer gaming
I
celebration.
mean, they kind of do. They have that
without a
Jack
little
sign,
camp.
but.
And honestly, nobody does camp quite like Kitty Powers. Kitty Powers' Matchmaker Makeover is the fabulous remastered return of the viral dating sim classic, where players run their own matchmaking agency under the expert supervision of legendary drag queen, Diva Kitty Powers. This updated version brings brand new artwork, expanded customization, chaotic dating minigames, and even more inclusive options for players to create.
Like, it's cool.
exactly
It's awesome that they have this. This is something I've never seen
Great
anyone
gay,
do
bi,
before.
pan, and non-binary characters, navigate awkward first dates, survive disastrous restaurant choices, and somehow try to keep romance alive through complete chaos. And the whole thing is packed with Kitty's signature humor, ridiculous situations, and the exact exact kind of drag queen touch you want guiding your love life. This game feels like being personally yelled at by your favorite drag queen while trying to stop two strangers from breaking up over soup. And honestly, that's a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at Kitty Powers' Matchmaker Makeover.
You, yes, you. Are you fluent in the language?
Why, you've seen them on RuPaul?
Could you take other people's love lives into your hands? Well, now you can prove your pairing prowess.
Maybe they just own a lot of gold stuff. Yeah, maybe is that their thing? Is that a lot on their Instagram? Is that they wear a lot of gold?
Hello, kittens. I'm Kitty Powers, matchmaker extraordinaire. In the last decade, the road to true love has grown even longer and harder. Oh, I say! Which is why I've remastered my beloved dating simulator. How exciting! Run your own dating agency and become a matchmaking maestro. My little black book is bulging with new singletons who need your help. Oh, bless. Lavish them with a deluxe treatment in the salon. Send them to gorgeously refurbished date venues. Avert courtship catastrophes in new and improved dating dilemmas. Decide whether to go in hot or hold back and make them sweat. Outrageous! Will they reach the limousine of loveliness or the landfill of loneliness? I've got some special dating tools to help up your arsenal. Impress me, and I might give you one. It's stuffed with enough improvements to make your eyes water. Oh, I think I need to sit down. Kitty Powers Matchmaker Makeover. Coming soon. You lucky things. Hello, kittens. I'm Kitty Powers.
Oh, hi.
Matchmaker extraordinary. Well, actually, I'm a game developer. Now we've made Kitty Powers Matchmaker Makeover, which was the sort of 10-year anniversary remaster of the original game. It's like a dating simulator, but for everyone.
Now, Kitty Powers, what's your #1 tip for dating?
Just the tip.
Okay.
That's it. That's the tip. I have many tips. I'm the matchmaking maestro, you know. I could break it down in every subject area, but that was, you know, I think that's as good as an answer as any. Kitty Powers Matchmaker is a dating simulator, but it's not like any dating simulator you've seen before, because most dating simulators are not simulators. They're just sort of choose your own adventure books. Our game is actually a simulator where we randomly, procedurally generate characters of all different persuasions, and you have to matchmake them and then send them on dates to see if you can get them to get into a relationship, and then you get paid. Well, we've got a new update in the works, so online gaming, so you can play with your friends. There will be the high score tables from the original game. We're also bringing back avatar dates. Send your friends on dates, which you couldn't do in the original game.
It seems like you're trying to make them not break up.
There's also going to be some amazing collectible kitty pins, kitten-themed badges for all my kittens. Something more fun for people that have completed the game but love the game and want to spend more time in it but don't want that grind. Well, they want something to grind, so here are some kitty pins you can grind for. If you go to magicnotion.com, there's a page there with all of our social media links, which you can choose from to your heart's content. Or come and join the Discord. I hang out on there every day.
So a little fun fact about me, I love card games. And next up is a game that takes one of the most classic card games ever made and completely reimagines it as a celebration of indie art and creativity. Art of Solitaire transforms Solitaire into an incredibly cozy and stylish experience where every deck is designed by real-world indie artists from around the globe. You are not just building cards here, you're building an interactive art collection filled with everything from fantasy worlds and cute animals to surreal illustrations and queer folklore-inspired designs.
This is what I was expecting this to look like. Oh, this is more in line with what I was expecting it to look
Pyramid
like.
Solitaire, all wrapped up in gorgeous visuals, relaxing ASMR sounds, and their signature flick mechanic that literally lets you fling cards across the screen. And one of the coolest parts about this game is that it uplifts artists directly, with new creator collaborations and featured decks releasing all year round. For Pride, the game is spotlighting work from queer illustrator Camilla Kroll through a Slavic queer folklore deck celebrating LGBTQIA+ identity through mythology and culture. Let's hear more from the team behind Art of Solitaire.
Now it's gay, so time to boot back up. Yeah, dog. Dick. Hell yeah. I mean, they'd have to be custom made. Like, they'd have to get those done in that way. When they started with this, they opened with this. I was like, I wasn't expecting there just to be like pictures of real ass people on these cards. I thought it would be like art, but it's just like, which like photography is art, but still, like I just wasn't expecting it to be like that. I was expecting it to be like this. Yeah, it's going on for a really long time. Okay, good, it's over. Okay.
I'm Ian. I founded the company in.
Now there's an interview afterwards.
2019.
Very big segment dedicated to this game.
As a creative producer at Solitaire.
I'm Camila. I'm a Polish queer artist, illustrator, and comics artist, I suppose.
Solitaire is the most played game ever. We wanted to bring Solitaire and
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's
the
true.
genius of it and how relaxing it is, how zen it is, and how brain tingling it is to a new generation of players. So
it's a game that we crafted to make it feel very
tactile. Rock, paper, scissors.
You know, you can feel dragging the cards.
Hopscotch.
Very satisfying.
There's something that I really loved when I was working on the deck, that the way you designed the whole game and the whole digital space, it just creates this like lovely peaceful canvas. And then as you say, it's like, oh, so I can add like any kind of like crazy personality onto that lovely canvas. And
Tetris is probably up there, but like you need a system for that. We're talking Solitaire, you just need cards, so I'm thinking like outside of that.
Go and then stickers
Ag, yeah, hide and seek.
Tabletop. I thought that was such a fun idea. And that way you can sort of mix and match. So I thought that was great. And makes it just all more. I think if you can make something more personal, you become more passionate about it, so that's really great.
Yeah, exactly. We really want people to make it their own, you know, feel like some sense of ownership when they're playing, you know, exactly as Camilla is saying. So
I love that Camilla has just dropped a feature that we haven't released yet in the game.
Right?
You heard it here first.
I didn't know.
No, it's all good. For the last several months, we've been getting the artists who work with us to create stickers. We're adding this feature where you'll be able to buy
so
sticker
cool.
packs.
I could not say.
Well, I'm not saying Solitaire isn't up there,
Customize
but
the table,
I
but
just don't
we
think
haven't
it's
put it
close.
in.
I think
yet,
it's like
so. Yes, but we're
bottom end of top 10.
But we would love to get some feedback from people who stream this and see how
The bottom of the top 10.
how we can improve it.
Check out the game.
Yeah.
We're available for cross-platform play. You know, we're on iOS, on Android, and on Steam, so you can play anywhere, and your collection is always going to sync up.
And of course, Camilla's wonderful deck is going to be the deck of the month for June, for Pride Month. So we're very excited about that.
Okay, so everyone check out the Pride deck. It's already in the game. It launched on June 1st, and it's a special pride design, queer folk. Hope you enjoy it.
Games are important, but community is what truly makes queer gaming culture so special.
Lick.
Queerty Gamers is helping create spaces where queer players can connect, compete, build friendships, and feel genuinely welcomed in gaming.
Oh,
This
Art of
group
Solitaire.
focuses on bringing queer gamers together through online communities, event content, and safe spaces that celebrate both gaming and identity.
And honestly, right now, that kind of representation matters.
Research continues to show that LGBTQIA+ players often turn to gaming communities as spaces for connection, self-expression, and support, especially when those spaces feel inclusive and affirming.
Organizations and communities like Queerty Gamers help gaming feel more accessible, more supportive, and a lot more fun for queer players around the world.
One of the best parts of gaming culture is seeing how people continue building spaces for each other.
Whether it's through community events, streaming, esports, or just finding your people online, that sense of belonging means everything.
All right, let's take a closer look at Queerty Gamers.
Hello, I'm Kushter. I'm the online events manager with Queerty Gamers.
Queerty.
Queerty Gamers is
Queerty.
a 501c3 nonprofit, and our mission is to support and uplift LGBTQIA2S+ gamers,
Oh,
creators,
there's a number in
and
there.
industry
I've never heard that. Where'd the number come from?
providing resources, community,
We're putting numbers in our alphabet now? What the fuck?
opportunities that expand visibility, connection, and
Oh.
real-world impact across gaming culture. So we just kicked off our Queer
First they're
Festival
putting letters in my numbers, and now they're putting numbers in my letters? What's going on?
3-day parade-a-thon event on Twitch, along
Sorry,
with many
man.
other fun events throughout the entire month of June. How can you get more involved? We are always looking for volunteers and donations. We are also excited to announce that we are now taking applications for our Queerty Gamers Creator Program. So if you enjoy streaming and are looking for an inclusive community to join, please fill out our application.
I've definitely heard it through Spirit before.
Can be found on our website.
This is not the first time that I've had this exact joke. This is...
gamers.org. So if you're looking for more queer games, you can go
Yes.
to queertygamers.org/games, and you can find a list of queer games. And if you're interested in submitting a game, you actually can submit a game right on that website as well. We hope to see you soon. Keep games gay.
Love.
That's
Keep games gay.
All right, it's officially time for some adorable chaos. Cute Patoots is a retro-inspired 2D platform shooter that blends colorful charm of classic games like Kirby and Mega Man with fast-paced action exploration and creature collecting. You'll jump, dash, and shoot your way through cozy stages filled with quirky characters, silly mysteries, hidden paths, and a whole lot of personality.
I feel like...
And while the game looks super cute on the surface, there's also a really
Speaking from
satisfying
like a
action platformer
branding
with power-ups,
perspective,
non-linear level design, and enemies you can actually collect.
I think they
along
could have
the way.
done more with the
pixel art
parade
is
angle
really
in the
gorgeous. The
showcase
music has perfect nostalgic retro energy, and the whole game feels like a love letter to classic.
Because I see what they're
platformers
doing
for
with like the
games.
logo of
Let's
the
take a look
games
at
rolling
Cute
on the
Patoots.
bottom like that. I think you could have leaned into that a bit more and had that be more of a thing. Less video game focused and more parade focused. 'Cause all of these showcases are game focused. They're like what they are. I think bringing in the parade angle would be a good way to take the aesthetic of the show. Maybe I will. I also think they need to cut the frequencies from 2,000 to 3,000 so that their voices peer over the music more. That's the whole thing. It's, you know, it's also something that I noticed in a showcase yesterday. I can't remember which one.
Randazzo. I am part of Okie Pokie Games, and I'm making a game called Cute Patoots. So what is Cute
Adorable.
Patoots? It's a cute,
The game was
colorful,
also adorable.
action-packed adventure. You get to
Surprised
jump
Pikachu
and
thing.
shoot and find secrets and get powers and collect enemies, but it's kind of retro-inspired. So really,
You have a gay platypus. Whoever you're on this person's jacket.
Patoots came from really trying to understand how we accept ourselves, and a lot of it is accepting yourselves for the imperfections.
Transgender
and also,
Perry spotted.
personally and emotionally, I think the biggest driver for this was how to fight against being emotionally perfect, right? It's not going to be good vibes only all of the time. You have to have kind of those mid vibes or bad vibes to like really become whole. And that really pushed me to explore how we understand and accept emotion. And I felt like that was kind of a radical concept to put into a little cute game. I think as the world of Cute Patoots was coming out, I had all of these characters that like interact and care about each other, but in seeing that, I didn't find gender as a super important character design aspect. It was kind
You're
of
on this person's
a world where these
vest.
characters
Said
are
jacket before.
bouncy
Vest.
and friendly, but gender isn't really that, you know, constricted for them. And it really helped me as I'm considering like the dialogue and narrative to be a little creative and introspective on how I can write without the constraint of gender. And these characters, they're just all friends. There's not like a important factor of them being he or she or they. I purposely omitted kind of that demarcation in the game. But the characters don't care what they're called, but it's not a big important part of them. They're not defined by being he, she, or they. And it's actually not really that relevant in their world, which I think is really an interesting way to explore and interact with language and with personality and relationships. I hope that there are players that find this game charming in a way that encourages them to explore this cute, kind of colorful world and the characters and the secrets, but also kind of like let it be a parallel to be a little
angle of gender removal.
How they interact with their own world. I think the biggest emotion that I'd like to, or I guess the biggest thing I'd like to see from players is that, you know, Cute Patoots, the world loves you, and I hope you get to love the world of Cute Patoots too.
Now, this one has an absolutely incredible premise. Spill the Beans is a reverse detective visual novel where a secret recipe has been stolen, and unfortunately, you're the one who stole it. Instead of solving the mystery, your job is to manipulate conversations, gather evidence, interrogate suspects, and somehow convince everyone that somebody else committed the crime. The game takes place inside of a cozy fantasy
visual novel
filled with vampires, skeletons, magical disasters, and one very judgmental cat boss, all wrapped in this gorgeous hand-drawn art style. And what makes the game really stand out is how reactive it is. Characters remember how you treat them, relationships evolve based on your choices, and there are often 15 different accusation paths, depending on who you decide to frame. Cozy, chaotic, extremely queer, and somehow manages to make emotional manipulation look weirdly charming. Let's take a look at Spill the Beans.
Cozy Fantasy Cafe, a stolen secret recipe, 5 potential suspects, just one small problem. You did it. You stole the recipe. Now you should probably find someone else to Wrap up. Guess so. Sure. I love this guy. I hope he gets arrested.
Hello, I'm Neve. I am a programmer and writer, and I'm working on Spill the Beans, a reverse detective visual novel. Originally, Spill the Beans started as a game jam project that was meant to take place over a month. We went through a bunch of ideas that we thought we would like. We thought cozy cafes were cool, but we also love detective games. We have a lot of fans of things like Ace Attorney on the team. So we wanted to meld those two into one thing at the end of the day. Over the course of the month, we laid out our cast of characters we wanted to include, but we never quite figured out who the culprit was. We knew what the game's name was. It would be Spill the Beans, because that's a really fun name to give to a game set in a coffee shop that's about detective stuff. So the game jam went along, it ended, and we didn't quite finish the game because we hadn't figured out who the culprit was until we sat down and we thought, maybe the most interesting thing we can do is say that the player is the culprit. And suddenly that twisted the whole idea on its head. Suddenly, you know, all these people you were interrogating, we knew why you couldn't find out why they'd done it is because you had done it. And now we had this new dynamic to play with.
That's my favorite
to make
part
the
of
player the
creation.
manipulator, and how that could maybe take a
Struggling to figure it out, and then
emotional states
finally
to give
like
to this
finding
cozy
the
setting
seed.
that we had fallen in love with. I think for me, the crux of it's always characters. You know, when you go to a cafe, it's really cool and peaceful, and you know you have your nice drink, but there are all these people around you, and you don't know what their lives and their internality is actually going to be because you know you never actually talk to them. You're sitting by yourself and you're relaxing. And so with Spill the Beans, you know, you have that coziness at the cafe, but you also have people, and you're talking to people, and you're finding out that internality they have, and the things that make them tick and are human. And I think there's something inherently cozy about getting to know someone else, that you are put in this kind of high stakes situation where they are more likely to share more slightly personal things, and there's an intimacy to that that I think is inherently kind of cozy and very close to the chest and very intimate. I think the thing I hope people most reflect on is what it means to manipulate someone. Because in my opinion, writing this is kind of what I'm taking away, is to manipulate someone is to know them. It is to know all their weaknesses, all their flaws, all the ways that you can change them, but also to not have them know you in any way, to have them not see through the facade and not see who you are.
Yeah.
And the inherent loneliness of that, of knowing someone but not being known yourself. And that maybe across the course of the game, as you change.
So when's your next therapist meeting?
You start to see the other paths that open up and the importance of connection.
Unrelated, of course. Unrelated. You know, the previous.
Please be sure to wishlist Spill the Beans on Steam and check out our newly updated demo just for this event, where you can play Jesse's first route we're releasing for the public right now, where you can try to figure out something about their mysterious past with one of the other members of the cafe.
You got about a week to tell Mr. E Skulls
The
that.
Gaming Pride Parade is sponsored by Logitech, the creators of high-performance gaming gear built for players, creators, and streamers everywhere. From keyboards and headsets to microphones and streaming equipment, Logitech
They have
has become
so
one
many,
of the biggest names in gaming by helping people play, create, and connect in ways that feel more immersive and personal. We love that Logitech G continues supporting gaming communities and creators across every corner of the industry while helping make gaming more accessible and welcoming for everyone. Visit Logitech G to check out the latest gaming gear and accessories at logitechg.com.
Remember the pure feeling of play?
Minecraft will probably be tomorrow at the Xbox show.
Placing the
Xbox
last block on a medieval castle. Putting your last quarter in the arcade knowing it's high score or bust. The anticipation. The rush. The genuine joy of play. It makes us feel alive. That's a feeling we can't help but chase. To experience it, share it, and keep it feeling new by always making play better. Like when 8-bit graphics doubled
Hey,
every
Fortnite
2
or
years.
Yakuza? Well, Yakuza's already done. You're not going to
Every
get that one
advance
now.
felt like we were
It's already
landing on
used
an
at
undiscovered
SGF. I doubt it's going
planet.
to be anywhere else. It
Or
could be,
when the
but
people
I
you
doubt
played
it.
with went from friends in the neighborhood
But Minecraft's going
to
to be.
friends around the
Fortnite
world.
has happened. I'll give you the Fortnite.
And when wires were replaced by freedom. Creating breakthroughs in play.
So if that's what's
can
holding
be
you back
just
from a
as
bingo, you got a
exciting
bingo.
as playing, if not more so.
It's a bingo.
Because everything we design, build, and innovate brings that real joy of play to everyone. First-time gamer.
Any Destiny
or
3?
esports pro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was not.
Think about it.
Yeah, that one's.
We
That was not happening,
that
unfortunately.
enable more people to play. We make
Oh, okay.
invisible connections faster. We put F1 cockpits into living rooms. We make
It's called Warframe.
sound better and give mice endless power.
It's both Destiny 0 and 3 and 4 and 5 and also a rhythm game
Our
and 6.
creativity, inspiring us to find new ways to advance.
That was my mouse.
So when people ask what we do and why we do it,
And also kind of marathon a little.
down to helping every human live by 2 words. Keep playing.
Okay, y'all.
Maybe
Next
Destiny 2 is at a loss.
Neon Death Drop is a fast-paced top-down action game.
Destiny 2 is
where you
not
play
making
as
money. It
Sarah,
hasn't for
a
like
gay go-go dancer using fierce
decade.
choreography and kinetic powers to save a futuristic.
It's been a long time. I'm exaggerating. It hasn't been making money
You're
for
dodging
like
bullet hell attacks, chaining
5
together
expansions.
stylish dance combos, manipulating the environment around you, and literally slinging enemies off the map.
Whatever
with
expansion was
fierce
before like the neon looking
combat
one.
is all about
One
movement,
before that is when
rhythm,
they
and
stopped
style
making
points,
money.
with flashy choreography, inspired mechanics that make every fight feel more like a performance.
It's been a long time.
But underneath all the chaos and camp, there's also a really heartfelt story here about identity, community, and becoming the hero you were born to.
They weren't making money when they were
visually,
owned
this
by
game looks incredible.
Activision Blizzard.
Neon lights, futuristic
And then they got
cityscapes,
sold to Sony and they
stylish character
continued to
designs.
not be
It
making
feels
money.
like a nightclub, a cyberpunk anime, and a drag performance all crashed into each other. Check out the latest gameplay from Neon Death Drop.
Maybe, honestly, I don't know. Not in that circle, but you might be right.
Let's get this show started.
Seraph, drop the floor and push them in.
I didn't realize you were all into group play. Am I the star? Whoa.
People are gearing up for a massive layoff. Well, if they just released Marathon,
Sally.
right?
Back
So they
off,
need a big team to be working on the Marathon updates, but that team's probably already established. If they're canning Destiny 2 and now Marathon is out, a section of Bungie will now be working on, and probably already is working on, whatever's next. Be that Destiny 3 or something else. They need a section of their team to be working on something else. So I'm not saying that layoffs aren't going to happen. Anything could happen in this economy in that regard.
The only thing that can defeat these power bots.
They're going to need a team to be working on whatever's next, which is probably in pre-production right now.
Death Drop.
Hello, my name is Mark Steller.
Whoa.
I'm definitely one of those gays.
Whoa.
And I'm the director of Beyond Death Drop.
Hi, Bunny.
We're playing as a gay go-go dancer.
So hi, Mark.
I'm a go-go dancer as well, so I really wanted to bring this kind of energy into Beyond Death Drop as well, and to share this experience with what it feels like to be the life of the party with the audience as well. The demo for Neon Death Drop is out on Steam right now. Go play, wishlist, and follow us on Kickstarter. We're going to be launching the campaign very soon.
From high energy action to something a little more.
Didn't hear a single word that they said. Too busy looking at his titties. Heard none of it. No idea what he was talking about.
Game Boy Advance adventures, blending classic retro storytelling with modern gameplay and deeply personal themes. The game takes place in a world where octopi have mysteriously been erased from history, and players follow 6 different heroes as they uncover the secrets behind disappearing wildlife, rising political tensions, and shadow creatures consuming the world. Alongside your magical octopi companions, you'll explore colorful pixel art environments, solve puzzles, battle shadow monsters in real-time combat, and slowly piece together the truth behind the world's forgotten past. And honestly, the art direction here is incredible. The entire game feels like discovering a long-lost fantasy RPG from the early 2000s, complete with beautiful pixel graphics, emotional storytelling, expressive animation, and music from legendary composer Motoi Sakuraba, known for Golden Sun, Tales of, and Dark Souls. But what really makes the game stand out is how personal it feels. Each character has their own trauma, history, and emotional journey to overcome as they try to bring back hope to the fractured world. Let's take a look at Tako no Himutsu, Ocean of Secrets.
Nothing. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of shape recently. That's crazy. Oh, you want to go back to the intimacy thing? We can start talking about that some more. No? Okay. Problem is how you get a fat ass. Squats? Nah. Give me that tea. That's how you get a fat ass right there. Real. He'll say it at the end, I'm sure. He'll say it at the end, and then there'll be a 15-minute interview. Ako no Himitsu, Ocean of Secrets. Bravo, les lesbiennes!
I'm a French indie game developer, and I own the studio Dineos. Traumas and dark stuff have always been near me.
Bravo!
In my opinion, games are what save me, because during this time I used to kind of escape by playing a lot of JRPGs. So living those adventures and being these characters helped me survive my life, I guess. So I really always wanted to make a JRPG that will have a deep storyline that could also maybe help people. So in the game, is really like drag is not only part of his storyline; it's also very present in the game world. Like in each town, there is a bar with some drag artists, drag king, drag queen, drag queer, and the character fights with his drag. Basically, during the game, as you can see in the trailers that will be revealed with the interview, he kind of unlock looks during the game. So there is like a lot of political stuff also. Like there is a presidential election in the game. Also, regarding drag queen, as I mentioned, I did cameos of real world drag queen.
Yeah.
So there are more like there is more than 50.
The words of the father in Life is Strange 2.
It
Everything
also led
is
to a
politics.
side quest where you have like a Pokédex, actually, where you have to find
A line I'll never forget from that game. A very mid-game. But a
And so
fire
there's
line.
a lot to look forward to in the game, and yeah, hopefully I managed to get the right mix of picking traditional JRPG aspect like saving the world, killing gods, stuff like that, while having modern stuff like characters speaking about their traumas and drag queen and stuff like that. The only thing I might like sometimes I'm afraid like people will only see the game as the game with the drag queens because there is a lot of characters and a lot of stuff, but I guess once the game
We have a
releases,
Birdo
you can see
plushie in the background.
the whole picture.
Sorry.
We don't have a release date
Burdetta.
yet.
Is it Burdetta or
hopefully we can
Burdette?
release the
Just
game
one of
next
the two.
year. We did a Kickstarter campaign already, which was pretty successful.
In Mario
There is a
2,
demo on Steam since
when
the Kickstarter
the character was
campaign.
introduced.
One of the best things about queer
I wanna
gaming
pause, I
is
don't wanna talk
how
over
it
all their
brings
stuff. In Mario 2, when the character was introduced, it came with like a little manual that described all the characters and the enemies and stuff, because that's very of the time, right? And in the manual, if I recall correctly, it said something along the lines of, "This is Birdo. He thinks he's a girl. He wants to be called Burdetta." So, Birdo is a trans femme character who wants to be called Burdetta. Yeah. But Nintendo doesn't recognize that.
People together.
And few groups embody that spirit better than Boston Gamers.
Boston Gamers is a nonprofit LGBTQIA plus gaming community dedicated to creating safe, welcoming spaces for queer gamers to connect, build friendships, and celebrate gaming together.
Hey.
What started as a small community meetup has grown into massive networks of thousands of members across online and in-person spaces, hosting everything from board game nights and tournaments to convention events, charity streams, karaoke nights, and community meetups.
And what's really special is how intense.
See that XLR cable that they have right there on that microphone? Literally was browsing that XLR cable yesterday, thinking about it. See that XLR cable? Thinking about it.
Local events, convention presence, and fundraising efforts, Boston Gamers has helped create meaningful friendships and support system for queer gamers throughout Massachusetts and beyond.
They've also raised tens of thousands of dollars for LGBTQIA plus charities through streams and events, proving just how powerful gaming communities can be when they come together around a shared purpose.
We had the chance to catch up with the team behind Boston Gamers to learn a bit about their mission, their community, and the work they're doing to make
Whoa!
welcome for everyone. Let's take a look.
I am Matthew Vincent. I'm the executive director of Boston Gamers. Boston Gamers has now existed for 9 years. We've been operating in the greater Boston area, running a bunch of events to help folks find.
You can't say that. The fuck?
And just offer
Whoa.
for people to get out and connect with people. We run over 5 events per month now, ranging from events to video game tournaments, drag shows. So we're
That's
really
a
all
different
about
website.
sharing our passion of gaming through community and through community events. And then this year we're actually hosting
tier
our
4s.
own small gaming convention called Gamerfest. So we're so happy to be able to put something on that's going to be that special.
Gamerfest.
And if you'd like to learn more about Boston Gamers, you can check us out at bostongamers.com. There's a Discord link there. Follow us on Instagram. You'll see all the amazing events we're doing every single month. And if you do want to check out Gamerfest that's happening in September, go to gamerfest.com and you can get tickets and check out all the stuff we're doing there.
Close out the showcase, we have a game filled with magic, mystery, romance, and honestly, immaculate vibes. Wild Society is a beautifully cozy period drama life sim by Studio Drydock, the creators of the award-winning Wildflowers. You play as Vivian Wild, a witch socialite and boarding house host living in the bustling town of Fairhaven at the turn of the century. And this game really lets you live out the fantasy. You'll renovate and customize your magical boarding house, host elegant tea parties and glamorous balls, manage guest relationships, practice witchcraft.
Now the game's shutting down, so.
seances, And maybe even a little spark of romance.
Let's
and
find a new home.
drama along the way. One of the coolest things about Wild Society is how much player choice will shape the experience. You decide who to invite into your
Bungie
home,
Foundation?
how events unfold, which relationships
Bungie
grow
Foundation.
stronger, and what kind of socialite Vivian ultimately becomes. Visually, this game is absolutely stunning. The fashion, architecture, and entire atmosphere feels inspired by classic period dramas, but layered with magical fantasy, queer storytelling, and cozy life sim mechanics. You could also collect magical familiars.
Maybe they're in
connect with
Marathon.
Spirits,
I've been thinking about Marathon. More and more I see of Marathon, it's
and
like, man.
influence the town through
Maybe.
both your social circle and your witchcraft. Let's hear from the team behind Wild Society.
Welcome to Wild Society, a witchy period drama sim where you run your own magical boarding house. I'm Alexandra Liu, and I'll walk you through one of our most exciting features, rituals. A witch's power is only as strong as her ingredients. You'll need to explore the island to find everything you need for your magic. To create a ritual, you'll need to discover ingredients which possess the same magical properties and craft them into the right form. When you pick up a new plant, shell, or crystal, check your crafting stations. They'll show if you have any ingredients with undiscovered words of power. And the first time you craft it will reveal what that power is. Now you can prepare your very own ritual. Read the incantation to find out which words of power are needed. And then use the items you've crafted to fill in each word of power. More powerful rituals will need additional ritual items, such as gemstones or potions. It may even require harnessing the stars. Just like our previous title, ritual magic is the heart of all your witchy activities. So with the help of powerful ingredients and your coven, you can use rituals for things like brewing potions faster, changing the weather, or even growing a bridge to explore new areas.
Dick.
We have lots more magic to share with you in the future. For now, best witches.
Best witches. Fucking fire.
Hello, hello. I'm Victoria Kershaw. I'm from a development company called Studio Drydock. We're really passionate about cozy, heartfelt storytelling, creating immersive,
That's how you get,
non-violent
like,
games,
ratchet.
and reflective worlds where everyone can belong. Something really different about Wild Society from our first game is that your choices really influence the narrative a lot. You'll be choosing things like what tenants you'll be hosting at your boarding house,
They
who to
drive by here at
matchmake,
this time
who
every night.
you'll be deciding to romance, if that's your thing, and even things like who do you endorse to be mayor. So your choices always
that was
really
me.
matter here. Essentially, we're trying to create this witchy Bridgerton world where you get to both be a powerful witch, but you're also a
There's
very
another guy
powerful
who will appear in a
socialite.
couple
Maybe
hours
your
that
coven
desperately needs
a
to
new
repair his
witch.
muffler.
So maybe you want to host an intimate tea party with just a couple
Maybe.
of people. Could be someone from the town, could be a local, and yeah, maybe you want to help them get in touch with their magical powers and convince them to join you. Oh my gosh, I am just so excited to continue introducing this game to Book Talk because I really feel like they're going to vibe really hard with what we're putting down. If you're a PC player, please wishlist us on Steam. We are there right now.
I was looking at their pool.
If you are waiting to hear about other platforms, the best place for you would be to join our mailing list, which you can find the links for that through places like X or Instagram.
I was thinking it was just a feeling, but you're right.
Please tell your friends. Do you have some book reading babes, period drama fanatics, historical costume maker cosplayer friends? Please tell them about this game. Word of mouth is huge. We are a little studio and we just want this game to reach as many people as it would delight as possible.
Thank you all so much.
We just want our game to sell.
Pride Parade at Summer Game Fest.
Today was a celebration of queer creativity, queer
that'd be
joy,
great.
and the incredible developers and communities continuing to shape the future of gaming.
We've seen heartfelt stories, chaotic adventures, stylish action, cozy worlds, unforgettable characters, and so many games that deserve your support.
So if you saw something here that you love today, make sure you wishlist these games, follow the developers, support queer creators, and keep uplifting the communities helping make these spaces possible.
And the celebration does not stop here.
Don't forget to tune into the Gaming Awards 2026 this Monday, June 8th at 7 p.m. PT, streaming exclusively on WoW Presents Plus.
The show is hosted by voice actor Erika Ishii and RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Dawn, and will celebrate the very best of queer geek culture with 60 nominees, 14 awards, and an incredible lineup of guests, including Pheromone, Rock'em Sakura, The Gamer Guys, and more.
Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I am your co-host, Milady Confetti, and you can find me at Milady Confetti on all social platforms.
Yes, and I'm your other co-host. My name is Jax, and you can find me on Twitch and Blue Sky at HeyGetJax, or on Instagram at GetJax. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. That's pretty good. That is the Gaming Pride Parade. Only 2 games for me. I got Riz Dungeon and She, which are like the first 2 games they showed, and then from then on it was like, this one's not for me, but it's cool. Good first show. I could definitely see like places where they can. I talked about what? That's not yet, huh? Oh, it's like upcoming. I could definitely like see places that they could improve, both on like an editing format and also like a aesthetic and presentation side, right? But it's their first show. It was really good for a first show. A lot of these showcases that I watch every year started way worse than that, so they're good, doing good, doing good, good shit.